How much money y'all making off this deal? Yeah, I bet you are.
Yo, brother, you out of here?
Yeah, bud. I gotta go back to work. Good to see you. Take care of yourself. Hey, glad to come.
Yeah, I can't, man.
He's uncontainable.
What up?
77 lives.
Hell, it had a lot of people watching. I'm live again right here. We'll just start doing a little bit of quick interviews. You know, we need to get out the sun. I'm gonna connect my other mic. All right, go ahead, Derek. It's all you. Get in front of the mic. Camera lean.
Yep.
What's up, Derek? Where we at?
Oh. And solar, carbon capture plants, Planned Parenthood, all of these things, they will complain about getting their precious tax dollars and then turn around and be okay with a for-profit hotel getting tax dollars. Now, as for me personally, I don't want my money going to any of it. I don't want it going to a hotel. I don't want it going to Amtrak, PBS, NPR, none of that stuff. But this is where we're at in the country, is we have people who, they lack the intelligence to sit there and be able to say what the difference is between giving their money to a hotel and giving their money to PBS, NPR, or any of these other things. I mean, it's your tax dollars. Why should it be funding anything? Because in each of those, it only benefits a very small amount of things, and what taxes were meant to take care of was the overwhelming majority of the population, not just small percentages of the population.
Hey, Derek.
Yeah.
Let me get in with you. I'm going to stand right next to you. Hey, Derek, we're here today. Thank God the MPD did not arrest me. They're right here watching us. What do you think about the MPD coming up to us and telling us to be quiet while they speak? But, I mean, everybody else is clapping. What were your thoughts on the way MPD treated us today? Be honest.
I think they were fair in their treatment. They weren't overbearing. They didn't try to arrest us or anything like that. They listened. I'm going to be fair and honest about them. I think that sometimes, well, I know for a fact that they're severely short-handed, so I can see how easy it is for them to get frustrated when they get called to stuff like this, because I'm pretty sure that every officer would rather actually be out there trying to trace down murderers, rapists, child molesters, like actual criminals, not having to show up just because someone got their feelings hurt by some words or a sign or something else, just by somebody exercising their rights. And I mean,
they left us alone.
Yep, they did leave us alone. They were very professional, and I really wish that we had a city council that would look into, I mean, if anybody out there watching gets on their computer and just types in average number of officers, what is the national average number of officers per 1,000 residents? You will come up with figures that say that it is anywhere from 2.2 to 2.5, even as high in some places as 3 officers per 1,000 residents. In Midland, we currently have roughly anywhere from 180 to 186 officers, and the department has been given authority to overhire up to 204 officers. And what we have is a population that is well above 150,000. Back in '99, we had 50% or less people than we have now, and we had 155 to 160 officers. Now they're putting out figures that we're very close to 180,000, and with all the transient workers living in man camps out in these RV places and everything, that we're actually closer to 240 to 250,000 people. So if you round, so if
give us a ride.
No,
Victory Well Service, Angela Ledford, Event Services. You're not going to give us a ride?
No, because I don't.
Why not?
Because I said so.
Oh, but you give other citizens a ride? I'm a taxpaying citizen.
Yes, I don't care. Me too.
Okay, and who do you work for?
I work for nobody.
What's your name?
Sammy Lozano.
Okay, 10-4.
Yeah, you get me.
Yeah.
I don't vote. I can't vote. So whatever you think you can get off me, you can't do it, bud.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, sir.
10-4. You ever been to prison?
Yes, sir.
For what?
You can look it up, man.
For what's for?
You can look it up.
What was
You
it?
can look it up, bro. You could discriminate all you want.
I'm not discriminating. I'm asking a question.
I'm just trying to live my life and trying to do good.
But you want to give everybody else a ride, but not me?
I can pick and choose whoever I want.
Okay,
to.
10-4.
Yeah,
That's
right?
what I wanted to ask.
Is it my choice?
No, I'm just asking.
You can't tell me now
No.
I have to do what you have to say?
No, it's okay.
I can or what?
I do say it's biased, but you can do what you want to do.
I
It's a
can
free
do what I
country.
want to, right?
Yeah.
Would you give me a ride?
Yes, I would.
Okay, let's
I'd
go.
give you a bottle of water if you wanted.
Give me water.
Well, I'm not leaving yet. That's the point.
Can I have water?
I just seen you.
Now I can't
I
get
see.
water.
I don't have a water on me. I'm saying
So why you
I will
offering me
take you out
water
to
when
a
you don't have
steak.
water?
I will buy you a steak.
Well, buy me a steak right now. Come on.
Well, I'm not leaving now. I'm doing a job right here. This is my job.
Now,
But have a good day. Have a good day.
Now it's on your turn.
Well, you're the one offering rides.
Now
I'm
it's your
not.
turn now.
You're offering
It's on your
rides.
turn
I'm
now.
not. You're
On your
offering.
terms
You're
now,
offering
right?
rides.
It's on your terms?
No, I'm doing something right
You
now.
don't want to do nothing for me now.
I told you I'm doing something right now.
I told you I was a convicted felon. Now,
Oh, I ain't tripping about that. I ain't tripping about that.
Now
But
you wanna help me
I
out.
just find
You don't wanna
it's
help me out no
interesting.
more?
You want to get
You
them a
want
ride?
to help me out? Yes or no?
Not right now. Not right now. Not right now.
Why you-
I honestly don't know you.
why you
I don't
offering?
know you.
Well, then why you offering then? If you're not gonna
I
do
didn't
it?
offer you.
Yes, you said I give
You
you a steak.
offered
That's
these
what you
people-
said. You said you give me a steak, right?
I said I would buy you a steak.
You wanna
I
buy
didn't
me?
say I'm going to stop and go buy you a
Well, are
steak.
you gonna buy me a steak? Yes
Is my
or no?
mic on right
Yes
now?
or no?
I don't know.
You gonna buy me a steak? Yes or no? Are you gonna buy me a steak? Yes or no?
No, I'm not.
Why not? Oh, so okay,
Yeah,
then
go
you're
work.
biased. Okay,
Yeah.
then, all right.
All right. Thank you, Sammy.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get in the shade. It's hot out there, dude.
Yeah.
Golly, bro.
There it is, y'all. All right, back to what we were saying. So the police
Oh.
did not arrest us. Thank God.
No.
Right there. Arrest me for what?
For not buying me a steak. God damn. What?
Oh, come on, bro.
You
Just
didn't
stand
give me a
right
motherfucking
there.
steak. Man, I can't get a steak no more or what?
You got to work for your work for
Oh,
your
now
free
I gotta
steak.
work for a steak. Now first it was free. Now I gotta work for it.
Well, like I said, you don't want to give me a ride.
Now I have to.
Let me ask you a question.
I have to get
Let
a
me ask you a
bottle of water
question.
for
Let
free,
me ask you a
right?
question.
Come on.
Why do you want to give them a ride? Hold on. And not, and why do you want to give them a ride?
Because I want to.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Okay,
Hold on.
let you.
It's
I
kind of
want
interesting.
to. It's because I
Hold on. I'm brown.
Okay.
I'm brown, and I seen you see all these other people and give them a
What
ride.
are you trying to say?
I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
What are you trying to say? I ain't brown?
It's kind of interesting. You don't want to
interesting?
give me a ride, but you want to give them a ride.
What are you trying to say? It's interesting what?
Maybe it's
Like,
kind of
well,
interesting
well,
that I'm
well,
brown
well, you say
and they're
something.
white.
I'm brown.
Yeah, and they're white, and you want to give them a ride?
What do you want me? What do you want me to do? What do you
Okay,
do?
I noticed that. I'm just saying that, you know.
I'm just saying that too.
Okay.
You're the one that offered me a steak and don't want to give me one.
No, that wasn't the deal
And
there,
then
Sammy.
you don't want to give me a water.
Yeah.
Now no water. Now no water, no steak. Now all of a
Okay.
sudden.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay, so back to
No,
what we're
but
saying, y'all.
Back to what
go
we're
ahead.
saying. The police department is severely short-staffed. We need probably closer to 114 officers, but they're only allowed to hire from, if they're at 186 now, they're allowed to hire up to 203, and they consider that over-hiring.
But-
And we've added probably several tens of square miles that each
Yeah,
sector has
you
to
didn't want to give me a
patrol
ride,
now.
but you want to give Whitey a ride. You got called out. You got called out, didn't
He
you?
wanted me a steak.
You been in prison for
He
what?
gave me
You
a
been in
steak
prison for
and
what?
he offered me water.
What were you in prison
And
for?
he never wanted to give me nothing.
What
This
were you
guy
in
right
pri- what were
here.
you in prison
This
for?
guy right here.
What were you in
right
prison
here.
for?
This guy right here.
I know what you were in prison for.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You do.
I don't even want to stand next to you, to be honest.
You do.
You're a
It's all right.
murderer.
It's all right.
You're a murderer.
It's all right.
You're a murderer.
It's all right. Only God could judge me, brother.
No, you got convicted for it.
I pray
You
to
got
God all the
convicted.
time,
Oh,
bro.
amen, amen.
You ain't got to judge me nothing,
Amen.
brother.
Oh,
I pray to God
the
all
judge
time.
judged you already.
I pray to God. There's only one
The judge-
There's only one judge.
the judge judged you
There's
already.
only one
You're a
judge.
murderer.
There's only one judge.
Let's go. Let's
There's
walk
only
over
one
here.
judge.
You're a
There's only
murderer.
one judge.
You're a
If you believe
murderer.
in Jesus Christ and Son of God, there's only one judge. And
Yeah.
you know that too.
But you
So
murdered-
don't
you
ever
murdered
convict
someone-
somebody.
you
Don't
murdered
ever
someone in the
convict somebody.
flesh.
Don't you ever
You did
convict
it. I
somebody.
didn't
Don't
do
you
it.
ever do that.
You did it. I
Don't you
did
ever
it.
do that. Don't you ever convict
I do what I want.
And so who's the judge? Who's the ultimate
Can you
judge?
get this murderer away from me?
Who's the ultimate judge? Who's the ultimate judge? Who's the ultimate judge?
You got
Who's
sentenced.
the ultimate judge?
You got
Who's the ultimate
sentenced.
judge?
Okay.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
murderer. Okay, murderer.
All right. Pharisees, motherfucker.
Yeah, whatever. You got caught out, didn't you?
It don't matter. There's only one judge.
You got judged.
Practice what you
You
preach.
got judged.
Practice what you preach before you do anything, bro.
He's a convicted murderer. Keep him away from me. It's the truth. Truth hurts. All right, let's get back to my reporting.
Okay.
All right, let's come back. Come on, Derek. So, that ain't my last name ain't Franco. Ah, liar. Okay, so we're back at it, y'all. Sorry about that disturbance here with that criminal. The point is, y'all, we're here at the Omni, and the point is here, they use our taxpayer dollars to fund this hotel. Was this illegal in your opinion?
Oh, well, if you go and look up the Comptroller of Texas website, it specifically states on the Comptroller's website that the only way our type of economic development funds can be used is if they issue several public notices, hold several public hearings, and then they have to put it to a vote of the citizens because it is a Type A economic development tax, and this is a Type B project. And this is really what's wrong, and why our whole system is going to end up collapsing, is because the people are slowly but surely learning that our laws just don't apply when it comes to all these various corporations and everything, and the scams that they perpetrate against we the people to get our money. I mean, it belongs to us. And like I say, how can any person who has any kind of common sense sit there and whine and moan about Amtrak, PBS, NPR, Planned Parenthood, wind, solar, carbon capture plants, all of these things getting their precious tax dollars, but then turn right around, and even though you have proof that the project's illegal, they're not following the law, they tell you, well, you need to go down and you need to file a complaint with the DA, or you need to go do this. So this is all public knowledge. It's been brought forth. Does somebody who just posts a video or a Ring camera saying we're looking for somebody have to go down and file charges? No, I've seen numerous videos that just get posted and go viral, and next thing you know, you've got the DA looking into something that somebody just posted video that was viral. All of these things that the people have been talking about, they've gone viral, but none of these individuals are investigating or looking into this or trying to bring any charges. It's just one big giant game. So that's about all I have to say at the moment. I don't know what else Nino has to say.
Yeah, we're live, y'all. I just want to say Dan Corrales warned us. The Santa Rita was the deal that he warned us about. A month later, he passes away. And we just want to state that we do this in remembrance of Dan Corrales. He was a great at-large council member, and he was against this from the beginning. They lied to us because, am I right? This is the only, ma'am. This is the only. No, you have to stand right there. It's the only fund. What did you say this was?
The only hotel in Texas funded by Type A EDC.
This is the only hotel in Texas funded by a Type A EDC. There's no other hotel that was funded like this one by the Economic Development Corporation of Midland. That is very alarming. What does that mean to you?
You cannot fund it with a Type A EDC. It means that MDC illegally gave them $45 million, plus illegally gave them the land that's worth $15 million, and you cannot fund a hotel with Type A EDC.
How do you know that's true?
I've studied it high and low for a couple of years now since they voted it in.
And I came up here pretty pissed off. What would you say to citizens like me that are upset about this whole deal?
I don't blame you. Our leaders should be upholding the law. They should be standing up for Midlanders. All of this is illegal. Well, the $60 million from MDC is illegal. The stuff from the city, maybe it's legal. I'd like to see an audit on it because of the history of how they handle their economic development. But the $45 million from MDC is illegal. They are supposed to give us a vote. The public gets to decide if we want that money to fund a quality of life project such as the hotel. That's why you don't see it done in any other cities in Texas.
So, in a nutshell, this is an illegal situation. What should happen here?
Well, the $45 million plus the land should get taken back from the Omni Hotel. They can continue to build that hotel if they want. Supposedly they have their own money, but they don't need the $45 million that is the people's money. That is illegal.
How much money did we put in? I got $100 million on my side. Do you know the exact number?
MDC put in $45 million plus the $15 million in land. The city is giving them at least $15 million in tax rebates, tax abatements, sales tax reimbursement, hotel occupancy tax reimbursement, property tax reimbursement, all of that. They're also getting about $15 million from the state to be considered the designated convention center hotel in Midland. So if you add all of that up, it's about almost $100 million they're getting from public money, and the total cost of the project is $126 million. So this is a public funded hotel that is privately owned by the mayor's donors.
And y'all wonder why I'm here. I'm not here to get clicks and views, y'all. Don't you see I was just threatening people when I walk up, they automatically want to attack me. I'm pissed off because this is my taxpayer money that I did not get to vote for. Final words, Derek, go ahead. Thank you, that was awesome.
I agree with everything that was said. This thing's completely illegal, and it's really strange that, you know, somebody can make a phone call and police can be out here to investigate us and be asking questions, you know, something simple like, did you get a permit for that amplifier?
What the hell?
Well,
Asking for a permit?
yeah, why are they not asking if what the people who are in charge of them are doing is absolutely legal? Because almost every corporation has their own internal security forces and people who investigate things. You have HR, all this other stuff. And so the heads of a corporation have to follow all the rules of that corporation. Otherwise, the people inside of it who are charged to look into any kind of fraud, waste, and abuse of company resources, they go and investigate the boss. And if it's the top person, like in this case, say it's the mayor or anybody on the council, it could be the CEO, the CFO, or anybody else. They're going to take them out of the building. They're going to terminate them. And if they did some illegal stuff, they're going to call the law enforcement and say, hey, we need you to come and arrest this person. They've done this. And that's all that the city is a corporation. And these people have violated the laws of the state of Texas that govern what this corporation can and can't do. And we have elected officials in various positions who can look into this and who have the legal authority to do something about it. And it's a very well-known, very well-talked about story. And we have nobody that wants to do anything.
Hey,
We can't, I mean, our Attorney General should be investigating this. There should have been tons of letters sent saying, why are you not looking into this, especially during an election season? And yet we have nobody looking into this. Nobody.
You know what's crazy? The police come up to me, ask me if I have a permit for my amplifier, for my microphone. They should be asking these people what the hell are they doing here with our money.
Yeah, I'd like to see their permit for these loudspeakers.
Yeah, I know, right? Are they going to attack me for my natural voice?
Yeah. Are they going to be able to provide us with a copy
This is
that
illegal, y'all.
of their
They use our money
permits and
for
everything?
This is illegal what they did with our money. I didn't vote for this, y'all. Go ahead. Okay, and I want to state basically also is they're up here patting themselves on the back. LV Brown admitted on camera that the MDC and people from the city came to him with plans to helping him buy that land and getting that half an acre for free. He admitted it on camera, so I'm going to clip that, post that. The point is, y'all, this is the swamp of Midland. You know, I know they don't like me. They want to arrest me. I know I come out here and look like a buffoon. They say it's for clicks and views. It's not for clicks and views, y'all. Most of my audience is nationwide. They don't care about this stuff, everybody. I record and live stream, you know why? For my safety. Because when that officer knows or that mayor knows that camera's on them, they do act a little differently, as they should, because they're being broadcast to the world. That's why I record myself and live stream myself. I want to thank Derek Smith for coming out here. God bless everybody watching, y'all. I know we went live. It got kind of iffy here and there. God bless my wife watching me worried at home. I didn't get arrested, babe. I love you. I love my city. And the reason we speak up, y'all, is because we care. I'm not getting rich off of here. The Escamillas are up there. They got dealings with the city, right? Everybody up there, they have some kind of their hand in the pot, for lack of better words. We're not getting paid. I'm not making money off this stuff, y'all. I'm trying to save the taxpayers money, especially by an illegal development like the Omni Hotel, a woke hotel in Midland, Texas. We should have been able to vote for this. And if the taxpayers voted for this corporate welfare, I'm pretty sure we would have voted it down. Final words, Derek, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Final word, I encourage everybody to go and look up Frederick Bastiat and look up the quote about legal plunder, because that's exactly what this economic development tax and a whole lot of our other taxes that have funded the vast majority of the fraud that we're seeing nationwide, Minnesota, California, everywhere. And I bet you anything, if Nick Shirley or one of these people like that came to Midland, Texas, they would uncover a ton of fraud and illegal activity. You can't think that it's just isolated to these places. And that's what it is this legal plunder, to take somebody else's money and then give it to somebody who profits tens of millions or billions of dollars a year, and then to sit there and it's the height of hypocrisy to call yourself a fiscal conservative Republican and then sit there and rail against your tax dollars going to PBS, NPR, Amtrak, wind, solar, carbon capture plants, all these things that people complain about their tax dollars going for, and then turn right around and clap like a seal that some woke hotel is getting those same tax dollars. That is the height of hypocrisy. How can anybody listen to such idiotic nonsense as it's nasty evil socialism to be giving our money to this, this, and this, but it's the height of conservatism to be giving it to places that profit tens of millions, hundreds of millions, and billions of dollars every year. They don't need the money. It's just like you tell these people who are bums out there on the street, go get a job, earn it, stop sitting there begging. These are people who have the money, and they're out there begging for your money, just like one of these bums on the street who's made piss poor life decisions that has them stuck homeless and out on the street. And those are my final words, Nino.
With that, y'all reported live and direct. They ain't gonna shove me up. None of that. None of that. These people are wolves. They're corrupt. They're evil. They're wicked. And they love money so much that they will sell out the taxpayer of Midland, Texas. With that, y'all, I'm out of here. I might go live later. Christ is Lord. Take a stand for something or fall for anything. Amen. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you.